Hello, and welcome to Connecting You to You Radio, where we tune in to receive the messages of health and well being that are being broadcast from the soul. I'm your host, Lisa Warner, author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. I show you how to heal your body naturally by combining your body's innate intelligence with the wisdom of your own soul, so that you can break through the mental programming of limiting beliefs that cause disease and make healing your body and changing your life simple. Hello and welcome. Welcome to another Lunch with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I'm the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. It's a book that I wrote after I healed myself from cancer using nothing other than my own consciousness. The power of our consciousness is actually, it's unfathomable, fathomable, easy for me to say. We are so much more powerful than we have been allowed to know. We are angels in human form. What does that mean? It means that by nature we are angelic. We are divine. It is who and what we are. All of creation, all that is, comes from Source, from the pure, pristine, divine source of all life. People call it God, universe, source, the all that is. Whatever word you'd like to put on it, it is all the one thing. There is one consciousness, and we are that consciousness, exploring life in infinite ways. I'm exploring it as Lisa in this iteration, this incarnation. You're experiencing the consciousness as you. The dog, the cat, the bear, the fish, the tree. They're all forms of life. They're all conscious. They're all living. All life has consciousness. And we are that consciousness. But this segment of consciousness, this sector of the universal consciousness has fallen. And as humans, we are in a state of distortion. It means that we are not in our original, pristine, pure, organic state. The fallen consciousness has been wrapping around itself and twisting everything and distorting everything. Here on earth, all of humanity's consciousness has been caught in this distortion for a very, very long time. And right now, it's getting more and more distorted. Well, let's put it this way. Some parts are getting more and more distorted, and other parts are restoring themselves to their divine consciousness. So the things that are very distorted are more and more obvious these days. As we start to rehabilitate the fallen consciousness, we undistort ourselves by undistorting our consciousness. This was my entire healing journey. When I found myself facing cancer, it was my wake-up call, because I knew beyond the shadow of a doubt that what was going on with my body was directly related to my mental and emotional state, my state of consciousness. At that point in time, I was basically suicidal. I was depressed. I was stressed. I was, you know, all afraid. I was angry. There were all kinds of things that were not serving my well being. And I knew instinctively that it was addressing those states of consciousness and restoring my divine consciousness, stepping back into my mastery, into my divinity, that was the actual route to healing. And on that route, I discovered a lot of things about our perceptions of disease and what our bodies are doing and how we need pills and shots and all kinds of things to protect our bodies. These are all distorted perceptions. They're not real. Anything that makes us feel afraid, anything that makes us feel obligated to do something, anything that makes us feel guilty or ashamed, or all of these things, anger, rage, resentment, fear, doubt, guilt, all of these things are part of the distortion of consciousness, the fallen consciousness. Now, there are a lot of people who are waking up at this time, and we're waking up to the fact that the world is run by, a band of psychopaths, basically. If you've been paying any attention at all, it's probably quite clear at this point. However, there's another part to the Great Awakening, and it's the awakening to our own divinity, awakening to the truth of who we are as angelic beings, come to earth into physical form. And it's in the restoring of our consciousness. It's in the remembering of our divinity, remembering who we are, so that we start clearing the amnesia. We start clearing the distorted perceptions of self that have us living in lack and less than, and I'm not okay, and there's something wrong with me. No, there's nothing wrong with you other than the fact that your consciousness has been twisted basically by the society that we live in. The structure of the society that we live in distorts our perception. And this has been happening for thousands upon thousands of years. But now is the time of the Great Awakening. It's the time where we start, the clarion call from on high has gone out and it's calling us back home. It doesn't mean that we have to leave our bodies. It means that we have to leave the distorted perceptions behind. We have to start recognizing that what we thought we knew was not actually real. It was the distortions. It was the twisted consciousness. The fabric of consciousness itself has been twisted in on itself. It has been inverted. So everything that we see in the world around us, we have been taught backwards. We have learned everything backwards. It's the exact opposite of what we think. When it comes to our health, our bodies are not the problem. Our bodies are not being attacked by diseases. That is a complete misperception. Our bodies are doing exactly what they're designed to do under the circumstances of consciousness that we're providing. If we're providing input of fear, doubt, guilt, shame, blame, anger, rage, resentment, all of these things start to distort our bodies. Our bodies are meant to be existing in pure love and ease and abundance and health and well-being and oneness with the creator, oneness with nature, oneness with the universe, oneness with God, with the universal consciousness. That's our natural state of being. We are meant to live as one with nature, with the natural world. But the society has been set up in an artificial way, in an artificial construct of rules and regulations, and you got to get a license for this, and you got to go get educated because you can't know anything just all by yourself. You have to get educated. You got to get all that information jammed inside your brain. This isn't the way we're supposed to live. We're not supposed to be living in artificial skyscrapers in huge cities that are disconnected from nature. We're not meant to live, all day doom scrolling on our phones. We're not meant to be connected to a screen all day long. It isn't normal. It's not natural. It's not what any angel in all of creation does by nature, but it's what we've been taught to do. It's what we have been taught that we need to earn a living. Well, no, we don't. We're already living. There's nothing to earn. But we've been taught that we need all kinds of things, that we need cars and boats and planes and trains and automobiles and all kinds of gadgets and gizmos. And why? The divine design is that we are provided for free, that everything we need is given freely from nature, that when we live in harmony with nature, we automatically help each other because that's what beings do. As humans, when we were little kids, we just wanted to play. We didn't care what the color of the person's skin was. We didn't care if we were playing with a boy or a girl. We were just playing. We were just little kids playing, exploring the world around us. We didn't care if our little friend was Jewish or Hebrew or Gaelic, or it doesn't make any difference. Children don't have those judgments. Children don't separate themselves, categorize themselves, judge themselves. They're taught that. We have all been taught those things by the artificially constructed society around us. We cannot talk about health and healing unless we talk about restoring the structure of our consciousness. Until we start to clear our consciousness of the distortions, we cannot heal. We cannot regain our vibrant, radiant, naturally brilliant state of well being. Our bodies can't regenerate themselves and rejuvenate themselves as they are designed to if we don't restore the fabric of our consciousness. This is simple truth. Feel into what I'm saying. It may not make sense to your logical mind right now, the logical mind that has been programmed to process information. Okay, but I'm sharing energy with you. I'm sharing consciousness with you. I'm not feeding you information that you have to process and digest. I'm speaking to your soul. I am speaking to the higher consciousness of you, the part of you that is still undistorted, the part of you that is pure, innocent, divine, sacred. I'm talking to your higher self, the self that knows all of the answers, the self that knows how to heal your body, the part of you that always knows what to do, the part of you that can discern fact from fiction, truth from lies. Divine intelligence from artificial intelligence. Healing cannot happen until we heal our fallen consciousness. As I went on my healing journey, healing my body from the cancer that appeared to be attacking my body, I realized as I got quiet, as I was able to ask for divine guidance, sitting every day in the question, what do I need to know about this in order for it to change? The answer came because when we ask, the answer is given always. That's the divine design. We are directly hardwired into the God mind, the one universal mind. But our minds here in human form have been mind controlled, brainwashed, distorted in the fall of consciousness. It's not our fault, but it's our responsibility to undistort our perceptions. And when I received the answer of what was going on in my body, it was very clear that, hey, Lisa, your body is not being attacked by any disease. Disease is the illusion. Cancer is the illusion. It's not what's happening to your body or anybody else's body. Your body is responding to your consciousness. Your body is literally trying to help you, trying to keep you alive. And once I understood that, it became very clear that there was nothing wrong with my body, even though it appeared to be distorted. My body had distorted itself away from its divine blueprint. But it had distorted itself in direct proportion to the distortions in my own consciousness. This is what's actually happening to all of us here on planet Earth. And the way out is in. To tune in and start noticing what's going on inside, what's going on in your own consciousness. And how can you reclaim your divine consciousness, your higher consciousness, the part of your consciousness that has never fallen, that is still directly hardwired into source intelligence. My friend Mara Leon S. and I teach a course called Whole Being Healing, where we help the participants to undistort their consciousness. We help to we help them to remember who they are and the power they have to heal their bodies, and the divine self-healing design of their body. If this resonates with you, please go to wholebeinghealing.life to learn more. I'll put the link in the comments of this. I hope this has been helpful to you today. If it has, please like my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share. Help me get this word out. Whole being healing. Healing body, mind, and soul. Bringing all of the pieces back into wholeness. Back into the truth of who we really are as angels in human form. Hope this was helpful. Till next time, create for yourselves a great day because you can. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Connecting You to You Radio. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Are you ready to discover more about how simple healing your body can actually be when you do it from the higher wisdom of your soul? To learn more about what I do and how you can work with me, visit connectingyoutoyou.com and get on my mailing list to be the first to know about my latest offerings. If you'd like to interact with me on Facebook, please join my group, Soul Sourced Healing. Check the show notes below for these links and more. I hope to see you again next time on Connecting You to You Radio.